Yo, what is going on, man? And in today's episode, as you guys see from the title, forgive them for they do not know. All right? So, this quote is actually, I'm pretty sure, in the Quran as well as the Bible. And the reason I came with today's topic was I was just having an introspection, if that's the correct word. Or I was just having to simplify the vocabulary so I don't sound like an idiot. I was just thinking that a lot of the times when people criticize others, or they throw hatred, or they are so convinced in their will about such a certain idea that regardless of what you try to tell them, they will still be adamant about it. The best way I thought about it was just to forgive them because they just don't know. Because if people had the same information you did, for example, then they probably wouldn't think the way they actually do. This video may be going all over the place, man, but what I'm really talking about is when, for example, let me think of a good example. A good example is like maybe the other day someone was trying to attack me because I was saying that you should reduce your carbs, and this person got emotional, wrote an entire paragraph talking about carbohydrates are the most, you need carbohydrates to live, they were just getting super emotional, man, right? And well, I could have tried to convince this person like, no, you don't need carbohydrates to actually live. Matter of fact, there are a lot of people that don't consume a big quantity of carbohydrates and they live just fine, right? And they are still pretty healthy too. Rather than just trying to convince that person, I just, in my mind, thought, you know what? I'll let him be, man. Although he's personally attacking me, I'll just let it be, man, because he just doesn't know. He probably is regurgitating some information he heard from someone else, and that's his main argument. You know what I mean? The dude was trying to tell me he's a nutritionist. And honestly, when people tell me, oh, I'm a nutritionist or I'm a doctor, I know more than you. Look at the source of the information, man, sometimes. I know doctors that are fat and overweight, and they're trying to prescribe you health information, things that are supposed to make you healthy. They have all the fucking knowledge, but they don't fucking use it. What? How are you a nutritionist and you claim to know you know more about food, but you are not in the best shape, right? That's why forgiveness, like, see, this is what happens, man. I personally get very mad and frustrated sometimes when I read some bullshit, man, because I know what's true for me, but what I'm starting to realize now is just better to forgive these people, man. Because me personally, man, I would say I have a lot of rage in me. At times, I do have a lot of rage in me. And rage is one of the lowest frequencies on the frequency chart. It's above shame and guilt, but it's still considered a low frequency to be in anger. And the way I kind of got around just getting over that anger, man, is just to forgive. Forgive them. You don't understand how much inner peace you get when you forgive others. Like, when I'm talking about forgive, I'm talking about forgiving but not forget. If your girl cheated on you and she's crying and saying sorry, this, and this, you can forgive her. Just don't take the bitch back, bro. You don't forget it. But forgiveness, man, it allows you to let go of that anger and allows you to operate at a higher frequency, man. Operating at a higher frequency, you truly get inner peace, man. And I don't care what anyone says. True inner peace, it doesn't matter your circumstance in life. You could be broke or rich, man. If you don't have inner peace, you'll never really be satisfied at where you're at. People say money buys happiness, and I do agree. Money does buy happiness because you need basic necessities in order to fucking live. If you're not getting enough food to eat, if you're living in a shitty area, if you're constantly fearing for your safety, if your basic biological needs are not being met because you don't have enough money, theoretically, money does buy happiness. And It also allows you to buy cool shit. I'm not like, listen, I'm not one of these people that are trying to say money doesn't buy happiness. But what I will say is there are people who have money there are people that have money that don't live a happy life, or they don't have true inner peace. And at that point, you can have all the money you want, man. If you don't have I would rather live an average life with the best inner peace in the world where nothing affected me than be ultra fucking rich but live a miserable life. And I used to be that person who would be like, yo, I'd rather cry in a fucking Lambo than be happy in a Honda Civic or whatever that fucking phrase is, right? But truly, man, like those people who are rich and don't have inner peace within them, they might as well live the same miserable life as those poor people who don't have shit. And I'm just going all over the place with this topic, man, but what I'm really trying to get at with today's video, man, is to have more forgiveness for people. Whether they're attacking you, challenging your character, saying some bullshit, saying stuff that will even make you riled up or make you mad, man. Just forgive them, bro. Because when you forgive them, you're allowing yourself to reach a higher state and frequency. You reach a higher state and frequency, man. You'll live a better life. I know this may sound like some spiritual fucking voodoo shit. I don't blame you for being skeptical. I don't blame you if you think everything I'm saying right now is bullshit. I'm just telling you how I truly feel, man. But one thing I know is that your emotions, right, will dictate your thoughts. And your thoughts will dictate your actions. Your actions will dictate your results. It stands to reason if you don't have good emotion, or not good emotion, but you don't have positive emotion, you're more likely not going to have positive thoughts. You're more likely not going to do positive things. And you're more likely to not produce positive results. Have you seen someone who is ultra depressed, sad about life, that was killing it? Very, very fucking rare. I have yet to find someone. If you find someone, please let me know. But once again, the exception does not make the rule, man. I will say, however, though, the people who I see that are killing it, man, these guys are fucking happy all the fucking time in life, man. And it makes sense. They live a fucking good life, but it's because a lot of it just comes down to the way you think, man. All right? And to get out of that anger, man, because anger is an emotion I'm still working on myself to fix. And one of the best ways is just to forgive, man. Forgive, man. Forgive. I don't care how fucking badly people have even done you wrong in the past, man. And once again, because I don't want any of you to take this out of context, forgive but don't forget. If they did some fucked up shit, you can forgive them. Just don't forget about it. You don't have to include these people back in your life, but you don't have to have anger and resentment towards them. It's kind of like feeding yourself poison and expecting it to hurt the other person. Brother, you're better than that, all right? The main takeaway from today's video, man, is to forgive others. A lot of the times they don't have the same information you do. That's why they act in accordance on the way they do. And sometimes some of the actions or some of the things they say to you will cause an emotional reaction out of you. And it's best just to forgive them, man, because they probably just don't know. And when you forgive, man, you're going to be operating at a higher state of emotion. If you're operating at a higher state of emotion, you're more likely to think better. You think better, you produce better actions, you produce better results, man. All right? With that being said, man, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I know this topic, I probably said this third time now, but I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys don't mind that this video was kind of all over the place, man. It was just something I really was thinking about heavily this morning, and I just wanted to share it with y'all because maybe if one person is going through something similar like me, it could probably help them out in their life. Other than that, man, catch you.